Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Now, this update's a little later than I anticipated. Some of you may have known my mother passed away in January. So things have been quite hectic sorting her funeral out and the estate and all those sort of things. And really the days I weren't working were all spent on that. But I have got some done. And yes, the ballasting has finally been completed. So we'll have a look in the garage a little bit later on and you can see what's happened. Um, Also, I'm sort of made a decision that perhaps rather than going for the new locos, which, yeah, to be honest, Hornby's, Bachmann's, you're looking 100, 150 plus. Um, I'm perhaps inspired a little bit by Susanna over at Mildenhall, um, getting hold of ex or old Lima um, locos and seeing what we can do with those. Now I know that Rob over at Boomerang Junction can do a good job on converting them to DCC and putting lights in. It seems to me that you can, if you pick up a decent Lima runner, £40, convert it to DCC, maybe another 17, £20 for that. Lighting another 10 or 15. We've got for around about 100 a DCC runner, and you can possibly, when you take into account the cost of decoders, maybe getting 2 for 1. So we'll have a look at that and see what you think. In fact, I have cancelled a couple of pre-orders I had with Hattons for the Hornby Merchant Navy class and also the Winston Churchill Battle of Britain. Now, take that for account. That was £198 without any decoders. It was just DCC ready, so you add a decoder onto that and you're looking at creeping up to 220 markers. So we'll have a look at what I've got and yeah, let's see what you think. Also, I have finally dipped my toe into airbrushing, so I'll do a little demo on the airbrush I've got, and we'll discuss what I've got in mind for that. So that's another section on, and then there'll be some running shots. So, yep, let's get going. Well, since the last video, which I think is now just over a month ago, what's happened? Well, as you can see, we have ballast down in the station area, and it goes all the way through round the corner, and in fact we've now got ballast on all of the track. Now, I'm quite happy with it. It's not the best, and I'm sure there's plenty of other layouts out there where it's done much better, but I gave it a little weather with some Railmatch sleeper grime, then made a sort of a wash with various browns. Just over here, if I move in, I got some black weathering powders and black wash just for where the locos would have been standing, and I did the same just in this area. Also, you will see, if I just pan in a little bit, here we go, excuse me, we've got some track drainage, the catch pits, they come along just here as well. If we go up here, you can see that I've just put some cables going from the point motor over to the signal, then into the signal box. Lots and lots of more, come on, get into focus. Sorry, lots of more detail to be done. What I have also done here, if we move across, some of you, I'll just pan out again. This building here in front of you is in fact new. The previous one was just made of thin card and it just started to buckle, and I noticed it on some of the videos I've done. So I just changed that up. I made it out of foam board, put a protective lacquer on, and I think it looks that much better. So let's just have a little sweep of the station as we go through. And there we are. And excuse the, that's better. We'll just move across. And just down here, you'll see a blank platform. That's where I'm going to have this as a good siding, and this will be just somewhere where the wagons can unload. As you can see, there's just a little hut there, some steps. If we look, then let me just put in a lorry there. That's the sort of thing that will happen. I've just made a little road area, and lorries will come in, load up, and then come out again. So lots of more detail to be done, but yep, we're getting there. So I decided that I would dip my toe into the airbrush world. It's probably taken me a couple of years to make my mind up. Yeah, I was umming and ahhing and thinking about whether I would or wouldn't. Is it worth it? Is it worth spending the money? Would I use it? But really, after watching people like Tim Cooper at the scrap line doing some brilliant weathering, I just realised that, yeah, perhaps I should do. I do like to weather my wagons, sometimes not to a great extent, but you really wouldn't get something pristine appearing on the railway. You'd get some dirt on the chassis and wheels. So here we go. This is what I decided. I've done a bit of research on eBay and Amazon and found this Voiler Mart from Amazon. It's a kit, so you get the little compressor, you get the airbrush and some other little sundries, and it cost me £45. After again doing some YouTube research and speaking to Tim Cooper at the scrap line and also watching his videos, I decided that the paint I would use would be the Vallejo Air series. So I got myself a selection of colours there, primarily to start doing the weathering. I also have a life colour set of paints, and so those are the two I'll be using. Now, as you can see in the picture, I got myself an Airbrush Cleaning Kit, so you've got the pot that you can put the excess paint into, and it helps with cleaning. There's a set of brushes, little droppers, so that was very good, and it cost me again from Amazon about £12.50, I think. I also got myself a turntable, as you can see in the picture, and some Vallejo airbrush thinners, and also a bottle of flow aid, just really helps to stop clogging up of the airbrush. I'm also going to get myself some life colour thinners, just so they're specifically for the paint. One thing I think Tim did mention is that Vallejo paints are quite good consistency straight out of the bottle. So we'll see. So that's what I got. Now, really, what I'll do is I'll do a little series of videos on how I get on. They certainly won't be how-tos, because there are many people out there who can do a much better job than I can. But in case there's anybody out there who are similar to me and just looking to start off in the airbrush world, then you'll be able to see how I get on and maybe learn from the inevitable errors, no doubt, that I'll be making. So there we are, that's airbrushing. So the first purchase was a Battle of Britain Hornby, and it's DCC ready, and I picked it up for £95. And I then cancelled my Battle of Britain Winston Churchill that I had on pre-order with Hattons for £198. So you can see there's a bit of a saving. I know it's not the latest super detailed model, but looking at it, it's certainly in very good condition, has plenty of details, and will suit me. This is a Class 33 in Network Southeast livery. Again, like the 73s, the 33s were used extensively on the southern region, so I wanted a stock of these too. This one I think I paid about £30 for, because it had a weathering job and it's not the greatest, but I thought it would be a project. So a little bit of work with the IPA, and I'm looking to clear that off and have a little go at weathering myself. It needs a NEM coupling pocket put in, so I'll do that. But for £33 I thought it was a decent price. Rob has again put lighting in and converted it to DCC, so yeah, I think I've got a good deal there. I also wanted a loco to pull my Pullman coaches, and I was looking at the Hornby 67, which is around about 140 odd pounds I've seen it for. Then looking through eBay, I came across two of the Class 73s, the Royal Alex. Both were in very good condition, and again £30 each. So the thought came to me, the Royal Alex in about 1980-82, to celebrate the Brighton Argos, had a name change. So I bought the two, we'll get them both converted. I've ordered some extra nameplates, so we'll have one in the Royal Alex and then the other in the Brighton Evening Argus. Again, as usual, Rob will do the DCC conversion and lighting for me. When looking on eBay, I came across a seller who was selling his dad's collection, and in that was two very good condition Lima Class 47s, both in the Ralph 8 distribution livery. So I got these, and with the other items, I think there's about 6 items for £200. So really great value. These two 47s, again, like my other non-DCC items, will be sent up to Robert Boomerang Junction to convert to DCC, put lights in. I might get a TTS sound decoder chip put in them. Also part of this bulk buy was a Class 58 again Lima, excellent condition, and in the Ralph Cole livery. So again, off to Rob for conversion, lights, and probably not a sound decoder for this one. Not sure if there's a 58 available. I hope you found that interesting, and as I say, it's not as much as I anticipated it would have got done, but now again the funeral's out the way, as I mentioned previously, and again thanks for your kind wishes that I've got from some of you, so that's lovely, thank you very much. We can push ahead. The weather's better as well. It has been really cold, and sometimes I could only sort of spend an hour anyhow in the garage before it got too cold and the old fingers were starting to go a bit numb. But sun's out, and yeah, let's all push forward. Um, little thing I want to bring up. There seems to be, and I've noticed again on Facebook and on YouTube, that there has been some, for want of a better word, some trolls. And I know somebody who has suffered with it has been Somerset Handy. He's got a great little channel, and he's quite dear to me because it's, you know, I think we're on the same similar sort of level on wavelengths, and he's got some really nasty comments, and it affected him badly. So what I'd say, I don't think there's any of us here who would do anything like that, but let's just be a little careful on what we say, and yeah, if anybody is affected by these trolls, I know it's difficult, but yeah, let's just ignore them, let's block them, let's let them go and find somewhere else to put their poison around. But I'll say that yeah, I just wanted to say that. Also, what's going to be happening further on? So there are a couple of what I think are quite exciting uh, developments for the two sides. One, the factory side, and the other in front of the high street. I did allude to it in the last video, but I now know what I'm going to be doing, and I will um, uh, give more details as that progresses. But yeah, keep a lookout for that, everybody. And with regards, you saw the airbrush that I've got. What I'm going to do is maybe some little one-off videos on just what I did. They certainly won't be how-tos because there are certainly plenty of people out there who've got better skills than I have, but perhaps it might help somebody who's thinking of, like me, dipping their toe into airbrushing and seeing the pluses, the pitfalls, um, no doubt errors I will make, which will hopefully save somebody else the same issue, and let's just see where it takes us. So there we are. Again, it's much appreciated, the folks who watch, comment, and subscribe. We've got a sort of hardcore of 300, and that's great, and that's 299 more than I thought I'd get when I first started out. And so once again, thanks very much. Hopefully we will have another update in a month, but do look out for little odd ones coming here and there. So that's me signing off and wishing everybody a healthy and happy modelling. Okay folks, bye for now.